GT in the house. How are you, brothers? I'm Good morning, everyone. So I'm late. Got a new camera, still trying to dial it in. I'm sure it looks a little bit weird. Got my new PC in. I haven't swapped it yet. I might do that tonight. I've gotten most of the software installed. It's so many wires though, man. I'm scared. I'm freaking scared, bro. I'm scared. Good morning. Sorry I'm late. We had a boom boom situation that hit like 2 minutes before. Better than 2 minutes before and then 2 minutes after. What's up? What do you mean? What's up with the voice? How do you not? Ugh, yeah, I don't know. Did I hear that? What is it? Um,
Is that better now? I hit a button. Oh, I was a robot. Oh my goodness. Bitty bitty bop. Good morning, everyone. Let's do this again. Let's run this back. Microphone check check. It's awful red on my screen. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. Dialing in this camera. Because my old camera, like the shutter was broken or whatever, and it would work sometimes. So I bought a new camera. Oh my goodness. What was involved setting this up? It's a lot of work, dude. I had to watch a bunch of videos. Why does everything got to be so complicated now? I still got to dial it in way better. Bitty bitty bop. All right. All righty. A pretty boring market last I checked. It got exciting yesterday in crypto. I know JT doesn't care about magic internet money. Let's get into the stock market. A microphone. Had a week vacation. Got to go back to the grind. So much waiting for me. The stress is already building. Unlike JT, the thing that stresses him out the most, if the coat of wax is getting light or the grass is getting too tall or the pool's getting too cold. Those are JT's biggest stressors. You still hold your no, I don't. You see what's on my screen, bro. That's what I hold. That is what I hold. Put your readers on if you can't see it. I'm an open book. Not a mukbang. Hopefully I did rumble. Welcome to the rumble. We got fun and games. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. The Elon Musk drama heated back up this weekend. Trump saying a bunch of stuff. Elon wanting to start a new party. Trump's like, we have enough problems with our two parties not getting along, especially with the wacko left. Republicans are now a well-oiled machine. I will say there was a time where the wacko right was a lot more extreme, but that left extreme, oof. They are rough, bro. They are extreme AF and kind of violent. They prove points by Molotov and not really. Not really feeling. Oh, I need it to be. All that, I don't really think it changed much. Oh, come on, bro. I have this stupid one of those office mats, and it like cracked in half. So I'm waiting for the new one to get here. The thing, oh my goodness. First world problems, bro. All right, I'm not really. So maybe there we go. That's a little bit better. I don't. Glass. It is a glass one. My fat ass broke it after like 3 years. I brought it like a gorilla one. Hopefully, I don't know. Coit in the house, number one fan. How you doing? I don't know how that fan shit works, by the way. Kurt coming in, glass mats. This is a. I don't know. I bought a plastic one this time. I don't. Definitely can tell you look a lot clearer. Yeah, I don't really want to look clear, bro. It's not like I'm a freaking GQ model. I don't need you to see all my imperfections. I should have bought like an $8 camera so you could barely make me out. Or I could just do a crypto visor. Do one of these things. You don't need to know what I look like, bitch. Anyway, speaking of crypto visor, CoreWeave is acquiring Core Scientific, and their stock price was down quite a bit. So I don't know if Crypto Visor is still streaming, but that dude should be retired after all the Core Scientific he had. That bro, a sun shines on a dog's ass twice a year. Chris in the house, how you doing, brother? He's pumping out Izzy. He's still going. Ringing the ICP bell. I bet he still talks about like ADA and whatever gets the clicks, bro. He was a clickbaiter. But Crypto Visor. ICP has not been doing well. He stopped talking about Matic. Just another Matic Monday. Did he give up on that one? He was all aboard ICP and Matic, if I remember. The final leg will make millionaires. I've been seeing a lot of these buffet ass titles lately. These 5 stocks will make millionaires. They're still ringing the same bell they've been ringing for the last 5 years. Bears will get wrecked. Buy immediately. Oh my goodness, with these titles. I just can't do it. I do it every now and then, but I have to take a crying game shower. This one channel will serve you silver platters. Yep, silver platters. Someone needs to make a jingle for me. ICP, the 10x warning. I mean, it's down so much, it might 10x now. ICP will rise and melt faces. Entering the banana zone. Bull market timeline. Extreme profit taking. When is Cardano going to tokenize? I think there's diamonds. You can get diamonds tokenized on Cardano, I think, already. I believe there's already a project Palm. Is that the diamonds? I was wrong about Solana. Oh, breaking news. I remember him saying for a long time Solana was going to go to zero. They're all up in Ondo's ass. What does that mean? They're all up in Ondo's ass. They're like working with them, or they're coming for him. How you doing, Kurt? What is it, like 3 o'clock over there? 2:30? 3:30? No, wait. 2:30. No. 3 o'clock? 7 plus 7, 2 o'clock? 3 o'clock? Something like that. Sun's out, guns out. Almost 4. I don't know how this number one fan thing. I don't know how this works at all, bro. What's the trick? Like you hardly even come around lately. Is it all about the comments? Because Barnswoggle figured it out last week. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you already drinking over there? I'm a little confused. Oh, talking about Ondo. Oh, I mean that they like follow. Got it. Oh, yeah, I'm slow. I'm not going to miss those fans constantly going, rear. It's just whoever has it. Why do you not, like you were number 1 last week. You can't even get a number 2. Is it if you hit the hearts? I guess I can't do it. I can't be a fan of myself. I mean, it makes sense. SPX up, down. It's mutual. SPX down 6,200. Oh, my goodness, bro. SPX, what am I doing? Coinbase up $6. I'm not going to complain about that. E-mini S&P down 18. NASDAQ down 98. I mean, that's nothing. What are bonds doing? I think bonds were down. Bonds down 19 ticks. You guys want rate cuts? That shit ain't going to work. Not like that, bro. And there's supposed to be a rate cut possibly at the end of July. That ain't happening with those suckers. My boys and Casca's included, even though she doesn't hate you. She effing hates me. How does it go? She hates me. Little Puddle of Mud. I saw Puddle of Mud in concert. It's she effing hates me, right? Gold down $10. What do we got? What do we got? What is the SPX M2 doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's in the danger zone. Danger zone. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Let's see. Technically, I need to go like that. Danger zone. Highway to. Boy, I put it in the Discord, but I watched Sinners. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that recommendation, Velez. That movie needs to win all the Oscars. Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Screenplay, Best everything, bro. Best movie I've seen since like I can't even remember the last time they don't make good movies anymore. And that movie was incredible. You want to make sure you watch all the credits too, because on HBO, the credits come on and it does that thing where it zooms out. I don't know if it would have completely went away and I would have missed it, but the song that they were playing was so dope that I made sure to click it back and bring it back. And then it like went into this like extra bit that was really cool. And then a couple more credits played, and then it went into this dope ass, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minute bit that, like, when I was watching the movie, I was like, dude, this movie is incredible, but they're going to have a hard time, as most movies and shows are, ending it well. Most people write like sloppy or just bad endings, right? And the ending came and it was kind of like, it was okay, but it was also kind of, you know, it was a little rocky, right? A little rocky. It was still really good, an incredible movie. But then, like I said, them credits hit and then them post, like the story continued. It has like, I don't know, 7 out of 7.7 on IMDb. It should be like a 9.9, bro. Great movie. Anyway, I digress. All right, we are at that. We are definitely in the danger zone. This goes back to, this is the S&P 500 versus the amount of money in the world. So back here, I mean, look at how much money has been put in the system since back here. 4 trillion, 4.5 trillion. So there was 4.5 trillion M2, whatever M2 is like a bunch of different things, money in checking accounts and blah, 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 whatever, bro. There was 4.5 trillion back here in 99. And the SPX relative to that was way up here. So it was insanely, I mean, it was rich. It was rich AF, bro. It was, stock market was really high. And this right here, I don't know if you know what this is right here. This big drop off, this was the .com bubble. Again, shout out to Benjamin Cohen for bringing this to my attention. Bitcoin trying to find support on the top of the bull flag. We'll take a look, bro. So now there's, oh, I don't know, 22 trillion. 5x the amount of money in the system. And what's the S&P doing? Oh, seeming pretty rich versus the amount of money in this system. You missed the credits, bro? Oh my goodness. Dude, Oh my goodness. Like the thing that sucks about that is just it's still really good, but if you don't watch it all in one setting, it loses a little. But the you missed an amazing part of the movie for sure. For sure. Like it's gonna the amount of joy that movie brought me is insane. Like I hardly watch movies ever. And in fact, even if I do, I usually don't make it past like I'll get like 45 minutes in and I'll just be like, turn it off, dude. I didn't want to turn this movie off once during the entire thing. It was so good. Michael B. Jordan, dude, he's such a good actor, or he's become such a good actor. You guys probably don't know, or don't. Jason might. But he was in The Wire, I think, right? I haven't seen him since he's become a major star. I remember him in The Wire, and I remember him, I think, Parenthood. I haven't seen him. Oh, he was in Black Panther? I take it back. I did see like the first Creed movie. I remember it being pretty good. But I haven't seen him in any of this shit. Black Panther, never seen it. The movie looks stupid as hell. 7.3. I saw Creed. Didn't see Fantastic Four. I loved him in The Wire. He was so young back then. How old is this fool? '87, 40, pushing 50 now. He looks good. Like 48. Where Wallace? Yeah, dude, that is one of the greatest show. The Wire, Sopranos, and Breaking Bad. If anyone says that that's the greatest show of all time, it's hard. He was in The Sopranos? I don't remember that. Rydland Kid. I don't remember him in Burn Notice. I used to love that show. It was only one episode. The Assistant. Bones? I used to like that show. This guy was just getting bit parts. Like he crushed it in The Wire. And then 59 episodes of All My Children. So he got a good paycheck there. And he wasn't really The Assistant. Like, what's this show? A comedy that robs Hollywood assistants. Oh, that seems. Friday Night Lights. He was in that. I hear that's a really good show. I never really watched it. I like the movie. So I watched Parenthood. I really liked this show. And he was in that for 16 episodes. I remember him in that. I don't remember him in House. Now I kind of want to rewatch House. House is an amazing show. And then I haven't seen him in Black Panther. No. I saw him in Creed. But I was really surprised about how good of an actor he was in Sinners. Amazing. I don't believe for a second he grew up. He sounded pretty hood. I don't believe for a second he grew up with any struggles. Santa Ana, California, and raised in Newark, New Jersey. I'm off the rails. Is an American. Santa Ana, Orange County. That can't be a rough life. He has an older sister and a twin younger. I didn't know he had a twin brother. He played a twin in Sinners. He could have just actually had his brother play him. What? Friday Night Lights was great. I've seen a couple episodes. I've seen the movie, which was great. I just never got into it when it was on. Oh, he was quarterback? and lived in an apartment in Austin. Wait. Oh, he lived in Austin where the show filmed. So, I mean, he was acting at a young age, so he couldn't have had a rough life. 1999. When was he born? 87. Like at the age of 12, he was already acting. A child model. Who are his parents? They don't really say. Michael A. Jordan. Oh, that's pretty cool. He lived in before moving to Newark, New Jersey. I have no idea. He attended Newark Arts High School, so that's probably a fancy ass high school where his mother was a teacher, and he also played basketball. What's his father do? Doesn't really say. Did his father abandon him? So anyway, he sounds like he got some hood in him, but I don't believe he ever lived in the hood. So he's a good actor. Maybe he did have a rough life. I don't know. I doubt it. He grew up in a religious household and lived in Sherman Oaks. I mean, yeah, definitely not. He's a fan of anime, so he's a nerd. Anyway, I've been tangenting for way too long. Incredible movie. All right, back to this SPX M2. We get up here. I don't know that I'm going to hold anything other than maybe some Bitcoin, bro. Coinbase has now basically lost all its gains. Newark, New Jersey is very good. All of it? Like maybe, I'm not really feeling this new camera. Robinhood down 73 cents. Nasdaq's down about another 30 points since we last checked. Oh, it's Monday. Is Ricky here yet? He always shows up late because he's spending all weekend getting high. Sap, Jimmy, $23, falling back down. Pretty ooh. Metaplanet. There's got to be some nice parts in Newark. Doesn't Tony live there? Didn't Tony Soprano live there? He had a nice house. Holy crap, bro. This Bitmine immersion where they're buying Ethereum? Are you kidding me? This thing went from $5 to $60 and I thought it was out of control. What is wrong? What? On Thursday, it went all the way up to 170. Ugh. CCCM is the Anthony Pompliano SPAC. No. I'm too red on this camera, bro. It's really annoying the shit out of me. Palantir 134. Poor JT. NVIDIA 158. Like, how do you invest in this company? It's a great company, but my God, it's $4 trillion. How much upside is there? Remember when Shardy B was talking about blue skies and how good it was going to do back here? At 150, right here. She's like, blue skies, this thing's going to the moon. Yeah, it went all the way down to 86. Now it's back up here. So if you bought it back here where she said it was going to the moon, you had a lot of pain, and now you're up, I don't know, like 0.5%. She doesn't talk about all the things she gets wrong. She just constantly highlights what she gets right. You make a bunch of calls and highlight what you get right all the time, like Meet Kevin and Shardy B. Speaking of Meet Kevin, I did test out Rust on my new PC. Oh my God, the FPS increase. And does Meet Kevin have one of these? Huh? I bet he doesn't. This is a hazmat plushie from the game Rust. I put this near me and I get comfort. In the game, if you get comfort, you heal faster. In real life, you feel better when you have that nearby. It works best if you eat food. My shit's all blurry, bro. Definitely got some. Maybe it's not. Anyway. I picked up a Switch 2. Farnswoggle. I didn't do it. Farnswoggle P. Horsetooth picked up a Switch 2. Farnswoggle P. Horsetooth with Tourette's. Like, why are you telling us? Why are you? It's just like we're sitting here talking about. I picked up a Switch 2. Bro, like, I'm messing with you, but what is? I don't even know what a Switch 2 is. Did you? Mike's in the house. How you doing, brother? There she is. I'm working on it. I'm annoyed because the fans are green and I can't change the colors of them. So I don't know if they just set it up wrong. Apparently, there's like ARGB headers that you can hook it up to, or I don't know, bro. I just don't. It's annoying. Why does shit got to be so complicated? At first world problems. But I got a few more programs to install. I might cut it over tonight, but I'm scared because it's so many wires and it's a like I'm annoyed because even just setting it up, I spent like 3 hours figuring out how to remote desktop into it because there was an issue with certain things and I was trying to figure out how to fix it and all the AI was telling me to do this, and that. None of it was working and I finally got it to work. That was by far the hardest part of the setup so far. And that just makes it easier for me to be on my main computer and remote in and install stuff first, like going unhooking a monitor and multiple keyboards and stuff. I will not be disrespected. I'm just kidding, Farnswoggle. Calm down. Turn off the fan. No, I like the fan lights. I don't even know how to turn them off. Well, I like them when I'm in the room. I don't like them when I'm trying to sleep. My fans on my old computer like do this like rainbow thing. I like that. It's aesthetically pleasing. Green just kind of lame. I don't know if I'm just going to give up on it. I'm not sure. Not sure, bro. But two other problems. It's a really nice computer, but it only came with Windows Home, so I had to pay $100 to upgrade it to Pro. And then the 32 gigs of RAM, I'm like, oh, no problem. I'll just order 32 more gigs of RAM and increase it to 64. I also considered 128, but that's that's still kind of expensive. Anywho, this thing comes with 4 RAM slots, but apparently it does some like memory chaining or something. And these AMD motherboard chipsets or whatever don't like it when you use all 4 RAM slots. It's better just to use the 2. So I spent like another $160 on 232 chips of RAM, and then I'm not even going to use the 32 that's in there to make it 96. Is again, apparently it doesn't like that. Ricky in the house, how you doing, brother? We were just getting to some of your stocks. We already talked about Jimmy. That's going back down. Bad. That's down bad. CoreWeave down $6 on the Core Scientific news. You own Core Scientific. They're giving you CoreWeave stock at a rate of about $20. So not a bad payout. I bet Cores is trading at like $20 because markets are efficient. Ah, look at me with egg on my face. It's only $14. Someone knew, though, that this was happening. Why would it go up from $12 to $16? Oh, no, wait. It's trading at like 18. Oh, I think it stopped trading is the problem. Yeah, this is July 3rd. Oh, no, it's down to 14. That's weird. Maybe because CoreWeave's down. Yeah, don't buy this thinking you're going to make money. Why are you blushing? Go eat a bowl of D's. You're just saying that because you know I'm already annoyed that I'm red. Too red. My RAM already came in. I ordered it yesterday. With the Farnswoggle P Horsetooth type of update. Telling you a bunch of shit no one cares about. I'm kidding, Farnswoggle. Why is getting a Switch 2? Is there a Legend of Zelda game you wanted to play? That's the only reason I would have ever gotten a Switch. But I haven't enjoyed Legend of Zelda since Ocarina of Time. You're still here, Farnswoggle, or did you really leave? Did you pull a chop on me? Remember Choppa, guys? Used to be my biggest fan, and then out of nowhere, they disappeared on us. I know he's still around because I see him playing Roblox all the time. What's AMD doing? It's a stock I'm interested in. Down $3. Donald J. Trump up. Clowning on me yet? You're on. I'm not on Roblox, bro. I've never been on Roblox in my life. I barely even know what Roblox is. I'm like wondering what the hell. Like if you look at. Oh my goodness, bro. That was not a good reading. I see him on the Discord. It shows him playing Roblox. F you. His pronouns are F you. Yeah, I barely know what Roblox is. It's just a bunch of child games, right? That are shaped like Legos or some shit. That's all I know about it. I don't I don't know how you even like what do you mean like Roblox? I don't even know what it is. Is that like Steam for kids and it's a bunch of Lego games? The virtual universe. Oh my goodness, dude. I need to go to the hospital. You can see I've never even logged into it. Better, but still. Maybe it was the cup position. Rocket Lab, baby. Ooh, Ethereum down. All right, let's get into crypto, I guess. Wait, I wanted to see Moderna. $30. It used to be only 2 channels would pair, so either 2 or 4 should be installed. Yeah, it's dual. It's dual channel DDR or whatever, right? You're supposed to do them in pairs of 2, but apparently AMD doesn't like it when you use 4 slots. And it's better to do it with just 2. So if you're going to do 32 gigs, you do 2 16s. If you're going to do 64, you do. Ugh. First day back at work jitters? What do you mean? Yeah, the stress has already hit me. So if you're going to do 64, you do 2 32s instead of 4 16s. Or if you're going to do 128, you do 2 64s instead of 4 32s. Apparently, it slows down the RAM if you use the 4, and there's some IMC locking or something that can happen. This is on AMD. It was TIL yesterday. Quick maths. Yeah, it was really hard to figure out that math. Lunar is a loser. Either cut it loose. How much am I down on Luna? $500? Yeah. I'm not overly worried about it. 400. I mean, I got a decent chunk of change in it. Maybe I should cut it loose. Yeah, it's down 50 cents. Whatever, bro. Can't win them all. I didn't call it a silver platter. I said it was a bit of a. I didn't really say much. I just said I was going to nibble on it because rockets were hot and people were talking about it. All right, let's get into crypto. Oh, Bitcoin 1082. What is it going to take for you to finally break out? Chris talked about a bull flag. What did you say earlier? Bitcoin trying to find support on the top of the bull flag. Not according to my bull flag. I don't know. This is really a bull flag. I mean, the way I see it, it already broke out of the bull flag. And everyone's charts are different. I guess. Oh, like, that's not really a. Yeah, that's my bull flag, bro. So it's already broken out. I don't know about finding support. Next stop, 133. Didn't someone predict that like a year and a half ago? Anyway, Bitcoin pretty boring. Big beautiful bill passed on like what, Friday? I don't think Trump signed it yet. We don't really know what that means. The left says it's the end of our economy. The right says it's the greatest thing ever. My gut tells me adding, I don't know, 4 or 5 trillion in debt. And I think we're going to take in less income on taxes. Makes sense. Bring in less money to pay for the debt. We're already having a hard time selling our debt. So Elon Musk went on record apparently this weekend. Well, not apparently. He definitely went on record saying he wants to start a new party. And then apparently they asked him if the American Party likes Bitcoin or if he likes Bitcoin. And he's like, yeah, because fiat's useless. So everyone was like, oh, the American Party endorses Bitcoin. Oh, Sean Ryan, official preview with my next guest.
Started with a startup called Colossal.
It broke out, just needs to bounce off. I mean, people like that in technical analysis when it does come back down and bounces off. That would bring it down to about 106, which can easily happen. Doesn't look like that's coming out. Oh. Why is that not coming out on your stream? Gosh darn it. Oh, maybe. Did I pick the wrong one? No, that should work. Now you can hear it, but I can't.
You had mentioned some early detection systems that these plants could be used.
Yeah, Sentinel plants. So if you're a miner in a mine and natural gas is building up, it's a silent killer. It explodes, and so it's terrible. So they have to always detectors, and that's why they had the canary coal mine, this type of thing. So imagine a plant, a cave moss or something, and it doesn't glow unless there's methane, and when it does, it glows red. Oh, the Sentinel plant, right? And you can use this for military applications.
Glows
for
red like my
applications,
face.
For environmental applications.
You missed that one, Ricky. You missed that opportunity.
Some early detection systems that these plants could be used.
Yeah, Sentinel plants.
There must be methane in my room.
So if you're a miner in a mine and natural gas is building up, it's a silent killer. It explodes, and so it's terrible. So they have to always detectors, and that's why they had the canary coal mine, this type of thing. So imagine a plant, a cave moss or something, and it doesn't glow unless there's methane, and when it does, it glows red. Oh, the Sentinel plant, right? And you can use this for military applications, for industrial applications, for environmental applications. We beforehand, so why did he see the same thing I saw, the whole DMTL thing? But if consciousness is kind of like a global thing and you're changing your state of consciousness, you're retuning your antenna to a different frequency, you're seeing something now, right? Okay, so maybe consciousness works this way, or maybe it's just an emergent property of the brain and it's completely encapsulated there, and that's what it is.
What do you think?
Technology there, but the guys learned an enormous stuff, and they spent hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars to de-risk all this technology. So the minute that they finished, they went and created a small company called Siri, and then Steve instantly bought them.
Yeah, no
and
shit.
Brought them to the guts of Apple.
Last year at our conference, we had a small search company called Siri. And
No,
Apple
they're
had-
not in the search area.
What are they in? How would you describe it?
They're in the AI area.
So he was watching that, and he knew roughly when to invest to bring an intelligent agent in.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary project.
Oh my goodness. So the upcoming IOHK Charles video and Sean Ryan's a freaking, I don't know, man. He's a bit off his rails. I wouldn't go that far. Like, wasn't he like Delta Force or some shit? Like, he might be a joke on his content, but you better be careful. Like, he knows some shit when it comes to intelligence, I think. But talking to Charles Haskinson, like, no one wants to listen to. That's going to be a great 5-hour YouTube video that you just put on and when you want to go to bed at night. Just be careful this morning. BTC already turned. And remember what I said about the markets being overbought? Also, one down day we can use a few. He talks the same Cash Patel. Who's Cash Patel? Is that the FBI guy? He talks the same. What does that even mean? ATF. Same way. Who served as the director? He's not the director anymore? Wasn't he the director just like recently? Oh, so this is a weird way to word that. Who has served as the director? Served is past tense since 2025. It should say serve. He's the current like director. Yeah, I've never really heard this guy talk. How are we feeling about the FBI saying Epstein was suicide and he didn't have a client list? Are we believing that? Or is that a cover up by Trump? I mean, Trump is extremely powerful. He can easily sweep that shit under the rug. Yeah, nip that in the butt. That would be my gut instinct, but I'm not going to be too vocal about it. I don't need Trump. I don't need to get on Trump's cover up. Jason in the house. I don't need to be on anyone's radar. I mean, they don't have to wait too long with the way my blood pressure is going. My blood pressure is going to kill me before they get to me, before they cut my brake lines. I mean, I guess we're in ramble time, guys. Bitcoin's losing 108. I mean, we had a little bit of excitement for a little bit of Sunday. I'm not going to lie. I'm not feeling so hot. They're all just entertainers, but what is going to pump ADA? Midnight, bro. Kanye joining Elon's third. Uh-oh. Wow, that reading doesn't make 98 over 75. Like what? Ugh, my goodness, bro. There's no way that was accurate. You didn't tell me how I should feel about Trump yet. What does that even mean? Oh, Trump coin? I guess we didn't look at it. I mean, you were up last week. Probably should have taken your money and run. Come on, now you're back to break even, aren't you? 860, 861. Didn't you buy it at like 863? I mean, I think if you're going to take a shot, I don't hate it. 115 over 81. I don't like. I don't know what to do with these readings. I had a 150 over like 100. What a beautiful chart. Trump? No. What is it going to take for you to stop trading like a dum-dum? Ondo was in the news this weekend. Apparently, they bought some SEC regulated broker. A little bit of Ondo. I keep thinking about, I wish I would have sold ADA when it was $1.30, Ethereum when it was 4,000. The problem is I would have been sitting there watching and waiting to buy back. I don't want to sell thinking there's still going to be a bull run waiting to buy back. I want to sell 124 over 82. That seems reasonable. I want to sell and then stop ever hardly talking about crypto. I want to sell and then buy like 5 to 10 Bitcoin cheap in the bear market. Realistically speaking, like 3 to 5 Bitcoin additional. We'll just have to see how much I can sell and what I can afford to buy and how cheap it gets. I might only be able to double up my Bitcoin. Because I'm not going all in again, for sure. Like, say I sell all my crypto, I'm not going back all in on crypto. Probably. I might. Bitcoin gets cheap, I might go all in on Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin will I mean, if it gets cheap, Dr. Payne thinks Bitcoin's not going to go below like, I don't know, 90,000 or something. I could see it easily coming back down to like 50,000, 30,000, 40,000. If Bitcoin gets back down to like 30 or 40,000, not financial advice, but sell both your nuts and both kidneys. You can buy 3D printed replacements for 5 cents on the dollar. And like seriously, if Bitcoin, it's going to seem like it's the end of the world, but if Bitcoin gets below 50,000, load the boat. All in Bitcoin, bro. Just freaking sell all your real estate, not financial advice. Maybe sell the house you live in and just move into an apartment. Sell your plasma, TVs, and blood. Sell your cars. Sell everything, dude, and just stack sats. And then just wait. Wait for the next halving. And then, you know, you get a nice little boost. Take some off the top. Take a little sliz ice to live on. But you generally just want to keep stacking sats. I am a believer that if you can withstand the volatility, being all in Bitcoin is the move. I mean, like you could still have investments in the stock market and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or even bonds. I'm just saying, set your portfolio aside. Invest it however you want. But instead of cash, have Bitcoin. I do think long term that will win out. BTC going to 40K in the bear, just like we got hit with that 15K. Yeah, MicroStrategy and all that. Like they'll be start talking about margin calls and fear, and all these other Bitcoin companies. Fear. I mean, last time people said there's no way because it never went below the previous all-time high. So it shouldn't have went below 20,000 last time. And that's the first time that happened because the previous cycle, Bitcoin was 20,000. Right here. 20,000. So the previous cycle, this went all the way down to like 3,000, but the previous all-time high, I don't know, was something not that. You know what I mean? So they said there's no way Bitcoin would go below 20,000. And people didn't think it would go below like, I don't know, ridiculous numbers. But it went all the way to 15. So it did break that. It went from 70,000 to 15. Now everyone's talking the same shit. Oh, too many people and institutions and Bitcoin reserves and stuff. Okay, dude. Liquidity will bring stability, but it'll pull back. I don't know if it's going to go to 30 or 40, but it's going to pull back. And if there's enough fear, last time we had, what was it? I can't even remember the name of that exchange. Sam Bankman-Fried. Oh, FTX. Thank you. Cause yeah, this time it'll be Sailor. Yeah. I mean, that's a risk, bro. I don't know. I think it would take a cataclysmic event to hit Sailor. I also don't like his, like he's kind of stupid. He's always loading the boat when it's expensive. I don't recall him. Maybe he was buying it when it was like 30,000, but that's when he, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Binance founder CC says, if you want to get rich quick, don't touch crypto. Yeah. Do I follow this guy? Yeah. Bit of a clown. That's not Zoe Dash. What's her? Chanel? Dashnell? Is it? Did she get some plastic surgery too? Zooey Deschanel? What does this do? Anti-cancer? Got a second boom boom brewing. Pain relief and anti-inflammatory. Block pain signals? Well, that can't be healthy. ETH's going to hit 10,000 TPS. I mean, that's pretty weak sauce compared to Solana. Amazon robots now nearly match human workers in warehouses. I'm helping mentor someone with networking, and I don't know how I feel about spending a bunch of time learning something that I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? With AI and shit. You're going to get into IT, learn AI. And I don't know. I don't know how many jobs there are. I don't know what isn't going to be replaced by AI and robots. Everything, right? What isn't going to be replaced by AI and robots? Plumbers? And construction and shit like that. Like plumbers, it'll probably be a while. But eventually that can probably be replaced by robots. Murderbot. Are we going to have Murderbots? Great show, by the way, if you're not watching. I feel like that show could be highly accurate for the future. In fact, I feel like that show could be extremely accurate for the future of AI and robots. Remember when Attorney General Pam Bondi claimed the Epstein client list was sitting on her desk for review, and suddenly today there's no client list? Yeah, I don't believe there's no client list. Great show, agreed. Did you see Sinners yet, Jason? And did you see the ending credits? Like, I'm surprised Velez is still here and not watching the ending credits. Not yet. Be sure to watch all of the credits. I take all 4 of these and I still get tired. Bitch. The American Party is the solution? Okay. Red light therapy is one of the most insane tools. I did red light last night, but first time in like over a week. I haven't been consistent with it. I've been trying to get consistent with it. "40-year-old litter in Philadelphia." I mean, that was probably in like an abandoned warehouse or in a pipe or some shit. Billionaire Peter Thiel tells Joe Rogan that Bitcoin is such a big deal that society doesn't know how to process it and recognize it. I agree. Breaking, I saw this 37 times. Elon Musk with the American Party embrace Bitcoin. Fiat is hopeless, so yes. Oh, there comes the first hunger pain. This guy says, actually, Jeffrey Epstein never existed. What did he get thrown in prison for? I don't even remember. Sex trafficking. He pleaded guilty soliciting prostitute from a minor, resulting in a 13, which was widely. And then in 2019, he was arrested again, sex trafficking of minors. And he abused and exploited numerous underage girls, some as young as 14. Are you too scared to watch Sinners? I told my best friend to watch Sinners. He's like, I was going to go watch that at theaters, but I don't like scary movies. That one's not really like super gory or scary. There's definitely a few moments where there's a bit of blood, but it's tame. Great acting. Great acting. Great story. I can't stop thinking about how great of a movie it was, bro. I have not seen a movie that has filled me with so much like joy and happiness since I can remember. Like, they don't make good movies anymore, period. Name the last time, and the last movie I saw that I was like, this was amazing, was Avatar. I don't know if that still holds up because it was cheesy, but it was really good. But that's the best movie I think I've seen since Avatar, and I like it better than Avatar, maybe. How much money has it made? Probably not enough. I wonder if his brother played any of the parts. It doesn't look like it. This guy really a musician and singer? Doesn't really have much about him. It's the only thing he's ever been in. Wow. Wow. Haley Stanfield. She was hot. Is she really white? An interior designer. She was white in the movie, I think, but she doesn't look white. Filipino. Jewish and Filipino. So I guess half white. Fine as shit though, bro. The real sinners are paid critics rating this sky high. It feels like the sinners were directed by two different Kuglers. What's a Kugler? One responsible for the first half and the second. If I had to rate them, the first half is a solid 8, the second half is a disappointing 4. I couldn't disagree more. More music, yes. The music in this was amazing. Amazing, bro. Amazing. There was a scene where they're playing at the jank joint or whatever that shit's called. And it was kind of weird. But I watched a YouTube on what was going on. But it was past, present, and future music happening. And it was incredible. Probably the best scene in the movie. Think a little bit of From Dusk Till Dawn with a little bit of Ondo and a little bit of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? For sure. The other movies. The Devil Wears Prada. The Devil Wears Blue and slaps you upside the head. You came in expecting fangs, steaks, blood, and all that. Yeah, you don't really get a lot of that early on. I wasn't even sure it was a vampire movie. Not just a good horror film, but a great film. Agreed. 9 out of 10. Holy Smokes and Stacks. 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I'm being gaslit by the entire world. This guy didn't like it. The music was riveting. Do you know why the frog enjoyed Sinners? Do you know why the frog sat through the entire Sinners and didn't blink? Because the music was riveting. Is that worse than my Would-I joke? A different take. It's not a game changer. Disagree. Most overrated movie in the... Could not disagree more. Don't understand the hype at all because you're a non-artistic clown. Rip Michael Madsen agreed. One of the GOATs. He doesn't have a Hollywood star. Like, you pay for those. I don't know if people, like, someone has to buy that. The only scene that got my attention was the music scene. Going through different eras was really well done. Yes, that was the best scene of the movie. The vampires were atrocious and weak and didn't even... No, the vampires wasn't the... Like, this guy has no... People think this is a masterpiece. No, I think it was a masterpiece. My favorite film of 2025. My favorite film of the last 5+ years. They develop an addiction. The music in it was amazing. The best day of my life before sunrise. That is very important. This is a very important quote that Velez missed. The best day of my life before sunrise. I think I don't understand how people wouldn't like this. I don't know. What don't you know? A musical tale from hell. It's okay. Nothing groundbreaking. I think it was groundbreaking, bro. Simps don't get it. The acting, like Michael B. Jordan acting was amazing. What's his face? Where is he? Is it Delroy? Yeah, Delroy was amazing, bro. Delroy Lindo was amazing in this movie. What else is he in that I'm thinking that he's been on? Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, he was the detective. That's right. Bitcoin 108. I'm starting. I don't know. I'm starting. You already. What do you mean you're starting? And it's going to be average? You're starting the movie right now? Who watches a horror film at 8 in the morning? And you're going in with a shitty attitude. I'm going to be honest, Tom. I gave Sinners like a 7 out of 10. The acting was good, but I do agree the vampires were kind of weak. I did like the old jazz guy. His performance was the best. Yeah, he was amazing. What do you mean the old jazz guy? Because that didn't happen until the credits. Seven out of 10. Why were the vampires weak? Like, that was just a small part of the story. The guy that drank the beer that Stax gave him. The guy that drank the beer. Are you talking about when he goes back to the club at the end? Because that's the end credits I'm talking about. If you saw that, that was. There's also an end. That's just him playing music. Seven out of 10. I loved it. Maybe it just, like, I get that some people like might disagree and only think it's a 7 out of 10. I think it's an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And I don't even I like vampire movies and vampire shows. I like those. I like good ones. I mean, I didn't like, I don't know, the werewolves. And what was that buffet ass vampire movie that the teens liked? Nah, before they went to the barn. Oh, yeah. You're talking about Delroy. You're talking about Delta Slim. Yeah, you got to watch the end credits. I think the end credits pushes it from a 7, should push it from a 7 to an 8. For a vampire movie, it's great, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, you got to watch the end credits. I think that'll push it to an 8 for you, because the ending was a bit cheesy until you watch the end credits, and then it was amazing. It should push it to at least a 7.5. I don't really think the vampire. I think go watch and watch this, bro. Don't watch it if you haven't seen the movie yet, guys. I got to get to work. Don't watch this if you haven't seen the movie.
You twins?
I'll put it in the Discord too. But it helps bring together a lot of the storyline. And this isn't about being a vampire movie. So that you saying the vampires are weak, I don't know. I think they did an amazing storyline around it. So I don't know what you're so upset about, to be quite honest. What's the best movie you've seen in the last 5 years, Ricky? Let me get a gauge for. All right, let's wrap this up. I got to pee. I got to get to work. Get a last blood check in. Coinbase up a little bit. Rocket Lab 37. I mean, that's doing okay. Hood 94. Up. Hood's up. Pushing $95. Not bad considering Hood was supposed to top at 72. Ricky's top call. Let's check in on how that's doing. Comic book movies are the only thing in theaters. That's not true. Is Jurassic Park a comic book movie? And that F1 movie is supposed to be the 111 over 81. That F1 movie is supposed to be really good. I had no desire to see it. Now I want to see it. But F1's the #1 movie. That's not a comic book movie. Guys, Peacemaker season 2 is coming out in August. I just started rewatching season 1. That's a great show if you've never seen it. Superman, comic, F1 not comic, Jurassic, Megan, I don't know what that is. Lilo and Stitch, is that a comic movie? Ballerina, I don't know what that is. Skill House, I don't know what any of this. The Karate Kid Legends, is there really a movie? A Karate Kid movie? How to Train Your Dragon? I don't think that's a comic book. Mission Impossible is not a comic book. The Spinal Tap 41st anniversary is showing. 40 Acres, that doesn't seem like a comic book. Megan 2.0 is probably a comic book. 28 Years Later, probably not a comic book. Leo, I don't know, maybe. How to Train Your Dragon, I don't think was a comic book. Ballerina, maybe a comic book. Karate Kid, not a comic book. Lilo and Stitch, I don't think a comic book. Any other dumbass comments you want to make, Ricky? Heard the last Jurassic Park movie is terrible. It made $300 million over the weekend. You watched the credit scene today. I spent all that stuff on coffee to make coffee, and I still haven't made coffee, guys. All right. I did think of something I wanted to ask you over the weekend. Come on, bro. I got to get off the mic. Hurry up and ask. SPX down 40. NASDAQ down 160. Bonds down. Bitcoin 1083. Who's your favorite? Who's my favorite wrestler? Probably Roddy Piper. That's a great question. You never asked that before. All right, everyone. Bitcoin breaks 110. I won't be streaming tonight. I might be sending